Hey, welcome to Found Solutions. NE. Found Solutions. Find Solution is. Oh my God. Find Solutions is basically about finding solutions and and not excuses, right? So that's basically what my channel is about. I feel like I live my life with a lot of excuses and not really wanting the solution because the solution was so uncomfortable. And this is what that my page is about. So I wanted to talk about basically. My God, I'm so nervous. Oh my God. Okay, so earlier as I was driving, I was thinking about, I had a dip, right? Like a dip of sadness, like, we all do sometimes, about the overwhelm of life and so on and so forth, right? And I picked myself back up, right? And I realized that I do this thing where, like, I used to get really sad and just stay in the sadness because it just almost seemed like, what's the point of trying to pick yourself back up? What's the point of trying to pick yourself back up and going forward, and if I'm just gonna find a new level of if I'm not gonna find a new level of sadness? For me, that thinking in that way led me to attempting S, if you know. And I think that that's not a good way to prosper your mind, your body, your soul, anyone around you. And so eventually, once I realized that attempting S was no longer an option, I was able to reconfigure something inside of me, right? Like, for some reason, the bouts of sadness that I was having about life and choices, excuse me, no longer fit me, right? No longer fit me and no longer fit my, like, because there was nothing on the other end of sadness. So I was going down a track, but I knew at one point, like, pretty quickly. So it took some time for me to shorten the the progress of the sadness. So originally it was very short, or excuse me, it was a very long time before I was like, oh, this is not serving me, right? Like, being sad in this way is not serving me, and there's nothing at the end. And eventually I was able to get it down from, let's say I was at a day of sadness, and now I'm at just a few moments of sadness, So I'll get sad about something, and then the next thing you know, I am not sad about that thing, or I'm sad about life, and then the next thing you know, I'm no longer sad about that thing, because the thought that will pop into my head is like, this is useless. Like, it's useless to be in this emotion, in this mode, because I can't do anything. There's nothing at the end of this road. So I can acknowledge something sucks and not have to be bogged down by the feelings and the emotions. And that's something I wanted to share, because I think that that was very helpful to me to realize, like, there's nothing on the other end of this, of feeling lowly. So it was able to cut that in half, that time in half. And now, instead of days, to a day, to hours, to now, like, moments, sheer moments of, like, oh, that sucks. And then you'll have maybe a few thoughts, and then my mind will kick in. There's nothing on the other end of this emotion, and then I'm kind of back to neutral, or to a level of general contentness. And it still sucks. Whatever it was that made me start to dip, it still sucks. It still sucks. Things are still there. It still sucks. But you don't have to you don't have to live there. Don't live in the sadness, right? It's a moment. It's a moment. All right, that's something I wanted to share, and I hope that helps somebody out there to recognize when you are dipping, and then recognize that there's nothing on the other end of that progress in you of a dip, and just to come back, because the only good wholesome progress is, and good, like, that progress you really want to see in your life, and the progress you want to help see in other people's lives, is on the other spectrum of that sadness, right? It's that kind of sadness is unproductive in a way that will help you in your life. And that's the other thing. It doesn't serve. That was another thought, is it doesn't serve me. What is it going to do here? It doesn't serve me. So the depth of that was S, right? The depth of that, and that being off the table, there's nothing to serve me there. So I can't spend time here. I can't spend time, so it doesn't serve me. So what serves me is to what's next? One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Okay, that was a little message from me today. Thank you for seeing my channel, Find Solutions and Not Excuses. I don't know. Thank you.